Germany is the seventh most visited country in the world, with a total of 407.26 million overnights during 2012. This number includes 68.83 million nights by foreign visitors, the majority of foreign tourists in 2009 coming from the Netherlands, the United States and Switzerland. Additionally, more than 30% of Germans spend the holiday in their own country. According to Travel and Tourism Competitiveness reports, Germany is rated as one of the safest travel destinations worldwide. The official body for tourism in Germany is the German National Tourist Board, represented worldwide by national tourist offices in 29 countries. Surveys by the GNTB include perceptions and reasons for holidaying in Germany, which are as follows: culture, outdoors, countryside, cities, cleanliness, security, modernity, good hotels, good gastronomy, cuisine, good accessibility, cosmopolitanism, hospitality, good shopping opportunities, exciting nightlife and good price-performance ratio. In 2012, over 30.4 million international tourists arrived in Germany, bringing over $38 billion in international tourism receipts to the country. Domestic and international travel and tourism combined directly to contribute over €43.2 billion to the German GDP, including indirect and induced impacts. The industry contributes 4.5% of German GDP and supports 2 million jobs. The ITB Berlin is the world's leading tourism trade fair. History. The history of tourism in Germany goes back to cities and landscapes being visited for education and recreation. For the late 18th century onwards, cities like Dresden, Munich, Weimar and Berlin were major stops on a European grand tour. Spas and seaside resorts on the North and Baltic Sea particularly developed during the 19th and early 20th century, when major train routes were built to connect the seaside spas to urban centers. An extensive bathing and recreation industry materialized in Germany around 1900. At rivers and close to natural landscapes, many health spas, hotels and recreational facilities were established since the 19th century. Since the end of World War II, tourism has expanded greatly, as many tourists visit Germany to experience a sense of European history and the diverse German landscape. The country features 14 national parks, including the Jasmine National Park, the Vorpommern Lagoon Area National Park, the Murats National Park, the Waddensee National Parks, the Harz National Park, the Hainich National Park, the Saxon-Switzerland National Park, the Bavarian Forest National Park and the Berchtesgaden National Park. In addition, there are 14 biosphere reserves, as well as 98 nature parks. The countryside has a pastoral aura, while the bigger cities exhibit both a modern and classical feel. Small and medium-sized cities often preserve the historical appearance and have old towns with remarkable architectural heritage. These are called Altstadt in German. Statistics. The table below shows the distribution of national and international visitor nights spent in each of the 16 states of Germany in 2008, with 76.91 million nights spent in hotels, hostels or clinics. Bavaria has the most visitors, with 14.300 nights per 1,000 population. Mecklenburg-Vorpommern has the highest density of tourists. Most visitors arriving to Germany on short-term basis in 2014 were from the following countries of nationality: countryside, health. About 242 million nights, or two-thirds of all nights spent in hotels in Germany, have spent in spa towns. Germany is well known for health tourism, with many of the numerous spa towns having been established at a hot spring, offering convalescents a preventive care by means of mineral water and/or other spa treatment. Spa towns and seaside resorts carry official designations such as mineral and mud spas, healthy climate resorts, Nature resorts, seaside resorts, climatic resorts, and recreation resorts. The largest and most well-known resorts also have casinos, most notably at Bad Wiessee, Baden-Baden, Wiesbaden, Aachen, Travemünde and Westerland regions. The most visited tourist regions in Germany are the East Frisian and North Frisian Islands, the Baltic Sea coasts of Holstein, Mecklenburg and Vorpommern, the Rhine Valley, the Bavarian and Black Forest, and the Bavarian Alps. The table below shows the 5 most visited rural districts in 2008. Other popular regions include in the north, Usedom, Holstein, Switzerland, the Lüneburg Heath, Harz and Mecklenburg Lake District. In the west, Teutoburg Forest, Saarland, Eifel and the Moselle Valley. In the east, Saxon Switzerland, Thüringer Wald, Erzgebirge and the Elbe Valley. In the south, Taunus, Spessart, Rhön-Odenwald and Allgäu. Theme routes. Since the 1930s, local and regional governments have set up various theme routes to help visitors get to know a specific region and its cultural or scenic qualities. The table below shows some of the most prominent theme routes. Other popular German theme routes include parts of the European route of Brick Gothic and European route of Industrial Heritage, the Harzheide Road, Bertha-Benz Memorial Route and Bergstrasse. Winter sport. The main winter sport regions in Germany are the Bavarian Alps and Northern Limestone Alps, as well as the Ore Mountains, Harz Mountains, Fichtel Mountains and Bavarian Forest within the central uplands. First-class winter sport infrastructure is available for alpine skiing and snowboarding, bobsledding and cross-country skiing. In most regions, winter sports are limited to the winter months November to February. During the Advent season, many German towns and cities host Christmas markets. Cities. In terms of numbers of overnight stays, travel to the 12 largest cities in Germany more than doubled between 1995 and 2005, the largest increase of any travel destination. This increase mainly arises from growth of cultural tourism, often in conjunction with educational or business travel. Consequently, the provision and supply of more and higher standards of cultural, entertainment, hospitality, gastronomic, and retail services also attract more international guests. The table below shows the 10 most visited cities in Germany in 2012. Other cities and towns with over 1 million nights per year are Rostock, Hanover, Bremen, Cuxhaven, Bonn, Freiburg, Münster, Lübeck, Wiesbaden, Essen and Regensburg. Berlin has a yearly total of about 135 million day visitors, which puts it in 3rd place among the most visited city destinations in the European Union. Berlin had 781 hotels with over 125,000 beds in June 2012. The city recorded 20.8 million overnight hotel stays and 9.1 million hotel guests in 2010. In the first half of 2012, there was an increase of over 10% compared to the same period the year before. Munich-Hamburg in 2007, more than 3,985,105 visitors with 7,402,423 overnight stays visited the city. The tourism sector employs more than 175,000 people full-time and brings in revenue of €9.3 billion, making the tourism industry a major economic force in the Hamburg metropolitan region. Hamburg has one of the fastest-growing tourism industries in Germany. From 2001 to 2007, the overnight stays in the city increased by 55.2%. A typical Hamburg visit includes a tour of the City Hall and the Church Street, Michaelis, and visiting the Old Warehouse District and the Harbour Promenade. Sightseeing buses connect these points of interest. As Hamburg is one of the world's largest harbors, many visitors take one of the harbor and or canal boat tours which start from the Landingsbrücken. Major destinations also include museums. The area of Reeperbahn in the Quarter Street, Pauli is Europe's largest red light district and home of strip clubs, brothels, bars and nightclubs. The Beatles had stints on the Reeperbahn early in their careers. Others prefer the laid-back neighborhood Schanze with its street cafe, or a barbecue on one of the beaches along the River Elbe. Hamburg's famous zoo, the Tierpark Hagenbeck, was founded in 1907 by Karl Hagenbeck as the first zoo with moated, wireless enclosures. Events. The table below shows some of the largest annually recurring events in Germany. Note, this list only includes the largest annually recurring events in selected categories. This list may be incomplete. Trade fairs. Germany is home to several of the world's largest trade fairgrounds, and many of the international exhibitions are considered trendsetters or industry leaders. Thousands of national and international trade fairs, conventions and congresses are held in Germany annually. In 2008, 10.3 million people visited the 150 largest trade fairs alone. More than half of these visitors come from abroad, more than one-third from countries outside Europe. The table below shows some of the most visited trade fairs. Note, this list only includes trade fairs with 250,000 visitors per year or more. This list may be incomplete. Most visited. Protected areas. The table below shows the most visited protected areas in Germany. Note, this list only includes protected areas with 1 million or more visitors per year. This list may be incomplete. One World Heritage Site in Germany. Landmarks. The German Tourism Association irregularly publishes statistics on the most visited landmarks, with an average of over 6 million visitors entering Cologne Cathedral per year. The cathedral is Germany's most visited landmark. Second and third places go to the Reichstag building in Berlin and the Hofbrauhaus in Munich. Other much-visited architectural landmarks include the Drosselgasse in Rudesheim, the medieval old towns of Rothenburg ob der Tauber, Regensburg, Frauenkirche in Dresden, Bad Münstereifel, the Brandenburg Gate in Berlin and the Holsten Gate in Lübeck. 1. Note, this list only includes physical landmarks with 1.0 million visitors per year or more. This list may be incomplete. One World Heritage Site in Germany. Theme parks. The table below shows some of the most visited theme parks or related facilities in Germany. Note, this list only includes the largest theme parks facilities in selected categories. This list may be incomplete.